All right, I just got back from O'Reilly's. I picked up my new power steering pump cap. I pulled out the little red plug, put the cap on just to make sure it fit. I also got my power steering hose while I was there. It comes with a little bitty O-ring that you need to put on. This is the end that goes into the pump. It's got a bigger fitting on it. The smaller fitting goes down to the ram assist. I've got the car jacked up in the air. I'm going to crawl underneath. And the first thing I'm going to do is connect the lines to the back of the pump. All right, I'm underneath the car. This is the power ram assist that you're looking at. A little further over is the back of the steering pump. You notice it still has a plug in it where my new line goes. It's a blue piece. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of there. I'm going to go ahead and take the plug off of this other line. This line is just a clamp-on line, low pressure. Now, I'm going to feed this line in. It has to be in a certain spot for the ram assist. It has to be routed in a certain direction anyways. It's going to take both hands to start this in here. So I'm going to put the phone down. All right, I got the lines to the power steering pump hooked up. The high pressure line was a pain in the butt to get in there. It's an 11/16. And of course the low pressure line is just held on with a clamp. The other end of the line that I need to put in is right here, and it goes to the ram assist. There's no O-ring or nothing for it. And right now it's sitting kind of in the hole where it goes. So I'm going to put the phone down and get that started in the hole and tighten it up. Now there's no O-ring or gasket on this line because of the type of fitting that it is. It doesn't require one. Wrench is kind of long, it's bumping into stuff. Okay, that's pretty snug. Now I'm going to fill the power steering pump with fluid and we'll begin to bleed the system out. Hey guys, I want to share a tip with you about C3 Corvettes. Before you jack a Corvette up in the air, the hood has to be released. The doors have to be ajar. The T-tops need to be loose all the way around because it's a fiberglass body and it flexes. And you don't want to pinch any components and mess up a nice paint job. Okay guys, what GM wants you to do here is put the car back down on the ground, turn the wheel all the way to the left, and then we'll add fluid to the power steering unit and we'll fill it close to the top. All right, I'm not sure how much fluid I need to put in this reservoir because I'm not sure how much fluid is left in the system after the hose blew out. I know you can't see it, but I'm filling the pump up to about where it should be. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to add more. But for the moment, that's where we're gonna start. Okay guys, now what GM wants us to do is start the car. Turn the wheel back and forth. First one way, all the way, then back the other way, all the way, back and forth for 1 minute. I'm not going to make you watch me do this for a minute, but I'll get right back to you. After a minute of turning the steering wheel back and forth, they want us to bring it back to the straight position and let the car idle for 3 minutes. Okay guys, I wish I could show you the fluid in the reservoir, but it's really impossible for you to see it. It's impossible for me to get my phone in there because of the alternator. But I did get out and watch the fluid while the car was running, and it seemed to look like a little bit milky, like coffee with creamer in it for a little while. But after the 3 minutes were up and I shut the car down, it sat for a couple minutes, the fluid cleared up. And of course I had to add a little bit more, probably a cup more fluid. It's where it should be now according to the dipstick. I'm going to go ahead and move this Buick out of the way, back the bed out into the driveway, check everything over one time, and then take it for a ride, and we'll be back. Okay guys, I'm getting ready to pull the Corvette out of the garage. I buttoned everything up. Always remember to fasten your T-tops before you go anywhere. They're about $1,500 a set, and you don't want to have to replace them.